I was following a Facebook um, topic on one of the forums there with regards to sort of sea fishing, beach surf casting sort of rods, and this, that, and the other, and various people sort of getting excited and promoting certain sort of brands and this, that, and the other. And so I just thought I'll just go through my spin on surf casting. And it's probably pretty similar to like the fishing reels, really. It's like obviously the more money you pay, the better product you get. Um, I'm not no serious caster or anything like that, but you know, it's like I do sort of have some quite good rods doing what I do. Um, so I'll just go through. I mean, this is surf casting rods. This is UK market, right? So with regards to recommended, should I start there? I'm just trying to think how to start it really. Right, I'm going to start it with price ascending. So is that's not right? That's not right. Sorry. The price. No, sorry, that was name ascending. So that's the cheapest. All right. So we've got a Shakespeare mackerel, 10 foot, two piece. Right. So if you're going on holiday and you want to spend 20 quid, that'll get you your mackerel. That'll probably actually be quite good to use compared to what was on the market maybe 20, 30 years ago. But anyway, steer clear of all that lot. We'll go with the top end stuff. Right. So Century rods for me are the pound for pound best rods you can buy, and that's based on build quality, the blank, distance you can cast, fun to fish with, sheer performance, heavy leads, light leads, quality of fittings and fixtures, the rod builder energy he's put into doing it. Literally, it's worth the money. I don't care what anyone says. That is worth the money. I'm not going to go into too much detail on what rod's what, but basically they do like a match rod, they do like a heavy sort of sport rod, they do sort of a rough ground version, and they've even started to do sort of a continental version, this, that, and the other. And you can get them in fixed spool or you can get them in multiplier. I've got one of each. I've got a multiplier and a fixed spool, so I've got the best of both worlds. I've got a match and I've got a heavy sport as well. And you get that right the way through, whether it's Century, Zziplex. They will have to do it slightly differently, and there's one or two of the other sort of brands which are sort of really new to the market. But any fish anywhere, I think is a good rod. However, if you're going to pay 525, I'd rather get the Century or the Zziplex for me personally. So there's a good one here, right? Tip Tornado match, fixed spool, super match. This one here, 500 quid. This one's quite nice rod. That is doing my head in that bloody talk thing. So I'll click on it again. It's sort of blocking me out and then let me in again. So this is the Century Tip Tornado Super Match. Just 13, 50 at 150. So that's actually quite light. Super slim but deceptively powerful fishing rod. See, that's a bit too perfect for smooth to mixed ground. That's a light lead. That is. That's a light lead. So I would want something a bit heavier than that. I'd want something to at least 170. So that's a super match LD. So that must be light something or other. So yeah, fixed spool, super match, fixed spool, fixed spool. I'm trying to find the multiply version. Fixed spool, fixed spool. Where's all fixed spool? I'll get to the bottom of it eventually. Yeah, this one here, look. 47 ounce, 200 grams. See, that's a better. Suitable for both light, heavy, mixed, or smooth ground. Alright, that's 13.6. Alright, that'll go a country mile. And it gives you all the specifications, the size of the rings. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but what's it saying? Ground propelling a wide range of rigs and bait patches with minimum effort and confidence. It just makes you fish a lot better. It really does. They're beautiful. All the whippings and all the stainless steel on it. You know, the weight, the balance. everything. These lovely rings, look. And then you got to get nice sort of Fuji rail seat and all that. So yeah, pretty special. A lot of money, but very special. I think it's worth the money. Right, so and then we've got Tronics Pro 420, 420, 420. Yeah, I mean, I'd be brutally honest with you, I'd steer clear of these. I really would. I wouldn't touch them with a barge pole. Not for that sort of money. If it was half the cost, then yeah, but not for that sort of money. Not even half the cost. I wouldn't even want to pay 150 quid for one of these. Zziplex is where you want to go. These are good. These are good rods. And Zziplex are really good. And top end Dawia ones are pretty good as well. And I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I heard sort of someone say about the Tronics saying that the blanks are only like 30 quid. You know, you're paying what, 400 quid for a bloody rod. I'd rather have a Zziplex. These are proven. These are proven pedigree rods. Won casting competitions. Lovely to fish with. I mean, a lot of energy made in the UK. This is UK stuff. You know, it's I mean, yeah, it's just they're pure beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just reading up on that a little bit. Yeah. So I'm just trying to think. I've had two Zziplexes in my time, and I'm now on my centuries. Before that, I used to have some Abu ones when I was starting out, and they were okay. But I noticed they don't really make them anymore. They will always have done some quite good stuff. These are quite expensive. I'd rather have one of these than one of those other ones I was talking about. 15 foot, 3 to 7 ounce. Powerful fast action, long casting, 200 metres plus potential. Supplied in a carrier case. What else is there? Akios. Yeah. Same goes for them. What I was talking about. Yeah, be very careful. I've heard some these Continental rods, these other brands. I've heard them snapping and all sorts. You won't get that with a Zziplex and a Century. What's this? Penn Overseas XT Surf Rod. Now, there's one thing which concerns me a little bit. This Penn Overseas XT Surf Rods. They do them in so many sections. I mean, all right, you turn up overseas and you can get fishing straight away. Now, I often think when they're in that many segments, I mean, 10 years ago, I mean, they would have been as wooden as anything. I'm not totally convinced that they'd be that much different now. And you're paying, what is it, 270? You could probably, if you're going overseas, you could walk into a tackle shop and probably buy or look at some overseas rods and select one of those rods, and they'd be a lot cheaper. You could even chuck it away at the end of the holiday if you didn't want to bring it back, but you could always bring it back. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like you commit yourself to one of these when you could put this money into a decent rod you plan on using regular at home. Do you know what I'm saying? And also, it's nice to buy some overseas rods from time to time from a different part of the world and just use what they use, which performs and sort of does the job. I think any fish anywhere are pretty damn good. And I'm just trying to see what this one says here to do. This is 15, 5 to 7. Powerful 2 equal section carbon blank. Casting 225 yards. Now, you know, it's like, I don't know what to say really. I mean, for 245, I mean, that's a pretty good sort of deal there. I know they're good. I do actually I've got an estuary rod by any fish anyway, but I know the guy who set that up, who was building those rods. He used to work for, I think he used to work for Coniflex or something like that. They were another reputable UK brand. So any of the rods by Any Fish Anywhere are good. Obviously Century, obviously Zziplex, that would and top end dawia surf rods would overrule everything else. Shimano, I've got one like this, I think. Any Fish Anywhere. Black Rock, Achios Fury, Black Rock Fusa, Carly. I'd steer clear of them continental rods or them multicoloured rods and all that. I'd put your money on something a bit better than that. Yeah, I just can't get excited about them. I know there's a lot of people out there who sort of, who go for all the fancy colours and things like that, but no, that's not for me. I'm old school. I go for what's always been around, and I mean the rods I'm talking about. I mean they used to win casting competitions. It's you pay. You know the score. You pay for what you get. That's as simple as that. So yeah, I mean I could go in a bit more depth about these. I mean I could go in a little bit with Coniflex, but I mean like I say, they do a long continental style one now. They do the tournament one. This is 1410 4/8, designed for fishing the roughest ground. All right, so they've got one for that. What else have they got? Eliminator. Okay, what we got here then? We've got 4/7, roughest ground and strongest tides. A fantastic big fish rod. Okay, right. T900 factory built fixed spool model. Designed deep water, rough ground, and strong tidal water. Deep water, right? So don't go in deep water with the other rod. Just trying to find. Oh, here we go again. I'm just trying to find some differentiation here. So slightly heavier, 14.4 200 gram. They're all about the same price, so you want to, I'm just trying to find what would be Tip Tornado Sport. So that's the heavy one. I've actually got this rod. And it casts like a bullet. 225 gram. Absolute, but it's just heavy and mixed ground. That goes like an absolute bullet. But I do like that rod actually. I really do like that rod. The other one I would recommend, Supermatch. This one here, Supermatch fixed spool. I think that would be pretty good. It's for both light, heavy, mixed ground, smooth ground. Nice one there, 13.6. Yeah, anything with the matching is going to be pretty good. A better sort of feel for sort of catching your beach species and stuff like that. Yeah, nice rods. What's this Any Fish Anywhere thing? What's this like? Casting 150 to 200, 14. Optimum 170 plus bait. Specialist UK style long range fixed spool rod to mixed ground, rough ground. Yeah, I think that's a nice rod. That'd be a lovely new rod. But I would rather have the Century any day of the week. But it's still a lovely rod. So if you make that decision, you've still got a nice rod. Do an ultralight thing here. What else have they got? Zziplex M24. What's this one? A bullet. That's still around, isn't it? M4 Evo. What's that? I'm trying to find the match rod. We've got 4 8 ounce, Optimum 6 ounce plus bait. Yeah, M4 Evo. That's quite a good one. They're a little bit cheaper as well. They're like 100 quid cheaper than the Century, and they're still a fantastic product. All casting styles, off the ground, pendulum, overhead lob, whatever you want. What's this? N4 High Flex Match. What's this thing? 4 8 ounce, 13.4. glass tip. Nice. Zziplex. Yeah, beautiful rods, mate. Beautiful rods. High flex. Yeah. There you go, people. There you go. You can just, you know, at the end of the day, whatever you select, you're just trying to sort of, you know, it's not really necessarily the rod which gets you the fish. It's more to do with your terminal tackle and size of your hook, and for me, quality of the bait you can put on it at the right time. It's just nice to have good equipment to sort of to help you do that. Or if you know you work hard and you want to buy nice things for yourself, that's always nice to sort of buy the top end sort of gear. So yeah, there you go. There's just a little brief sort of insight of sort of how I sort of view sort of selecting sort of rods and things like that. I mean, for me, I'd rather go the extra yard, pay a little bit more, and have something which you're going to cherish and enjoy using for 10 years. Do you know what I'm saying? What I do when I get back from the beach, I always spray my rods with some fresh water butt water. I just rinse it under there, get all the grime and the salt off, so you don't get all rust around the rings and things like that, or a bit of corrosion on it. I try and look after it, and I would keep the rods indoors, and things like that. And careful when I'm sort of transporting the rods and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I mean, like I say, they're not invincible. You know, there's certain things which can go on where they can get damaged, proper badly damaged. So you just got to put in a rod bag or rod hold all, and and also you want to keep an eye on your gear when you're down there on the beach. Night time and stuff. You don't want to fall asleep or anything. You get some morons trying to steal it off you. But there you go, and none of that negative stuff. There you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I mean, if you want me to go a bit more in depth on certain sort of topics with regards to the rods, I can do. If I selected Century, Zziplex, any fish anywhere, and dawia over all the other ones, and if that's offended you, then I'm sorry. But that's just my opinion on it. Everyone's got their own opinions on these rods. I'm just sort of old school. I go with what has always been sort of the best of the best, and I can't really see the point of chucking your money away on anything else. Yeah, there's lots of different rods on the market, and it's a very popular pastime with hundreds of thousands of people sort of investing their money on this sort of stuff, spending their hard-earned cash. So with whatever you buy, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you do really well with it and catch lots of fish and makes you very happy. But really, this video is just to point people who aren't really that sure, or they're in the process of sort of decision making around what they're looking to go for. And I've been surf casting since the early 90s, and so I know what's sort of good quality and what's going to last, and what you're going to be most satisfied with. But you can probably work that out for yourself, really, if you do enough sort of studying and things. But this is more like a quick reference guide, and it's someone else's view on what works and what doesn't. But there's no right or wrong answer. At the end of the day, whatever rod you get, and as long as you put the right bait on there and you put it in the water at the right time, when certain fish are there with the right size hook, the right kind of bait, then that'll catch fish as equally as a 50 quid rod as much as a 650 quid rod. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Another video there for you on beach rods. If you want me to do a boat rod one, I can. It will follow. There's not a lot of point because it will follow the similar sort of vein as what this one has. The same sort of pattern. It's the same sort of pattern with the reels as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later.